Good morning, it's Darren in Cramerton, Northumberland, back again, talking about compost again. I thought I might as well just do another video about compost because it's the first thing I'm doing this morning, because I've got a few more things to pot on, so I need more soil. So I thought I would basically just show you my whole process of doing it from start to scratch, and whether that inspires you to actually do it yourself or you feel like it's a bit too much, that's okay, you know what I mean? Let's start and just see how I go on, and whether you enjoy it, let's see, yeah. So, I managed to find one of these. I borrowed it from my next door neighbour, he's not here at the minute. I did have, obviously I have got this, which I bought a few years ago, can't remember where, fantastic. But the problem is I can only get so high, like up to there. So in here, it's basically like, you know, having to sieve all the way around the bottom. So basically the pile which I've got in front of us here, as you probably heard in my previous videos talking about compost, it was just basically everything just piled on top of each other. So basically all I'm doing is scraping from the bottom, like here, just out here, just basically getting all the stuff that's at the bottom out. And obviously I've got plastic and different things in there. I've got something at the side of here which I'll just put in there, and basically it just goes into the shopping basket, and see, it's just all coming out the bottom. And then it goes to the side of us in a container. So I'm just getting some more stuff over here underneath. You know, I've got loads of branches and stems, old stems from my sunflowers last year. You know, whether you want to, you know, instead of just chucking them, you know, keep them, as I've been doing, just putting on top of my compost pile over there. Right, like I say, it's just more put in there. And like, it is a bit of a process. It's whether you've got the time and the patience to do it, and you know, it's a lovely sunny day today, and it's I find it just, you know, just nice, relaxing, and the fact that I'm getting free soil, which makes it even better. You know, the fact that I haven't bought any the first year ever, because I've, you know, honed this sort of process over the last 4 years. So obviously you end up with a pile in front of you, and you know, you've got little bits of glass whether you want to pick them out. Just take these gloves off. So as soon as you end up with this sort of, obviously I've got loads of different things in there, this coarse sort of soil, you know what I mean, this you know, this will be okay for if you want to, you know, just to repot things. You know, you don't want fine soil, but it depends what you want. You want fine soil like you do in the compost bag, so it's lovely. Or does this not really bother you? Obviously there'll be bits of plastic and glass in this. Here's my pile here. Looking lovely. You can quite easily, like I said, use this, but if I want to like do seeds, I'll put it into the finer sieve and sort that. So obviously I've got that coarser type soil I've just sieved there, and basically use the finer sieve. And it says you get bits of bits of plastic and all that. As long as you've got a container at the side of you, just put them in there. I want to give it another little crush just to get a bit more soil out of it. You know, and you're left with all excess, which is mainly soil and branches and different things and little stones, which goes back on my pile behind us, or behind the camera. So you're left with finer soil, as you can see. You know, it's moist, holds together. You know, your repotted plants or your seedlings, you know, in my opinion, like this because it's not really stony, it's not really lumpy, it's quite smooth for the roots to get through quite quick. I find that when I repot stuff from the coffee cup into the pint size, within a few days the roots are just bounding through it. It's not claggy, it's just nice for them, and like I say, you know, a true test of some good compost is that it holds together, and this does. It's not wet, it's not totally dry, it's just nice, just moist. Compared to, like I say, this is, you know, this holds together as well to a certain extent. You know what I mean? If you want to just use this, you know, nothing wrong with that. But I prefer this type. And like I say, when I'm sieving this pile and I've got excess stuff, it basically goes into this container here. You can see stones, glass, bits of string, the whole lot. And obviously bag it up and get rid of it. Oh, I could quite easy, you know, start another pile with this and then sieve it again next year, but I don't particularly want to. I am going to get rid of this, bag it up and take it home, get rid of it. And once you've sieved this and it goes into this container, it basically goes into this pile. And obviously you left all the dregs, the little bits and all that, and then this will rot down, and then probably next year I'll do the same again. I'll start sieving this and getting more, so it's just full cycle, full process. So after I've got me the soil that I want, I could obviously get a finer sieve, but you would end up with just dust really. So I've got that soil. And normally I would have this full. It might take an hour or so. It's about 25 litres in here. I know this because I've had 50 litres and I put half a bag in here, so it's about 25 litres. But obviously it's my soil this time. And then I normally come to the chicken coop, and obviously, as you can see, yeah, well, you can't see my feet anyway, all this stuff here on the ground, that's where the chickens have been digging, clawing. So just basically and obviously a lot of the stuff comes out the chicken coop. I used to put it on top of the compost, but I don't now. I just bring it out here now, it's easier. And then it just dries out and you just start sieving it. And then I just start basically getting it in the fine sieve, doing exactly the same thing. Just gonna put that there. Can you see that better there? And just sieve it. And any excess just gets put over there. Basically, you know, I might have some stuff in it that helps the plants, but really to me it's just it bulks up. So I could do 25 litres and maybe half again, so you know, half of this tub, and then I can make about 36 litres of compost, and it opens up the compost a bit with the little wood shavings that's in it as well. Probably retains a bit more moisture, which is probably better for the plants. The thing is, I've done it, and I've been doing it for a few months now, and it seems to work, and the plants seem to love it. So whether you know, I'm doing a good thing, I don't know, but it seems to work. So you end up with 3/4 of your own compost you made, and 1/4 of the chicken coop scrapings off the floor, which, like I say, bulks it up. The plants seem to love it, seems to work, so I'll be doing that process for a while. So yesterday I was doing exactly the same thing, sieving, and then I end up repotting all my sweet corn, some of my melons. I've got still 5 more, that's why I want to do some more, so I can repot some more. And you're probably looking at the sweet corn thinking, why is he putting such big pots, why doesn't he put it out? But the thing is, I like to do coffee cups, pint size cups, and then this size pots, because I feel like it gives more root system, more protection for the sweet corn. They get a nice size when I put them out, because obviously when you put them out quite small, they do get eaten, so you know, you've got a better chance. And as you can see, you know, mixture, and it seems to work fine for all the plants. All my plants seem to love it. I haven't any disasters yet, there's nothing rotted, so it must be working. So hopefully this works for you. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video of my explanation of how I do compost. I was doing it today and I thought I might as well explain how I started from, you know, start to finish, because you know, you can make it look easy how to make compost, but you know, I can spend a good few hours doing that before I pot on. So it's actually spending the time to do it. It's whether you want to do it, that's the thing, and you know, I find it quite relaxing. So I hope you enjoyed the video. It's bye from me in Crampton, Northumberland. See you later. Bye.